being with somebody who you know is being inauthentic can be absolutely exhausting. Guys, this month in our Ripple community, we are talking about authenticity, how to be the authentic you. But what happens when you encounter someone who you know is being inauthentic towards you? That is a super sketchy situation. In fact, dare I say it, most uncomfortable situation you could possibly put yourself in. Well, maybe not. There's probably several others, but this is a G-rated channel, so we won't be talking about those. But what happens when you run into somebody who is I don't know, they're leading with their ego. They are trying to impress. They're being braggadocious, or they are boastful. They are showing up as anything other than who you believe them to be if they weren't in front of you right now. So what do you do in those situations? Well, I guess it depends how well you know that person versus, whether you feel compelled to say something or do something. If it's a complete stranger and you can just kind of tell that this person is a bloated windbag and they are obviously lacking self-confidence, so they're trying to build themselves up by, putting on these airs, not much you can do because you don't have any trust. You don't have a relationship with this person, and you could be completely wrong. They could be just a number one a-hole. Just saying. A lot of those out there. But if it's somebody that you know and you've seen them in their authentic light, they put on the suit, they just sparkle, they have like a good aura about them, they're fun to be around, they don't feel like they're forcing anything, and then you meet up with them and they're like completely different. Boom, no cool, not bueno, my friend. So do you say something? Well, it comes down to how well you know them. If they're a family member, you can certainly call them on that shit. If they are a best friend that all of a sudden has just adopted a new personality, you call them on that shit. If it is someone that you have a good, but maybe not truly deep connection or relationship with, you might want to tread very lightly. You might want to ask yourself, why is this person acting this way? What has changed with that? And before we go and just do a complete character assassination on them, like, what the heck, man? Why are you acting this way? Why are you being this way? You fake, you fraud, you are inauthentic. You might want to ask yourself why they feel necessary and that it's needed to show up in this moment acting a different way. So one of the best ways that I've found personally to get that person back on track is, something seems different about you. I feel like, maybe the conversation is a little bit forced, or I feel like maybe you're kind of putting things out there to stress, like, a certain position, or you're trying to exude a level of confidence when I don't think you're even believing 100% of what you're saying. That's direct. It is direct. And it could, open up an interesting conversation, or it could be like, what are you talking about? In all honesty, really, that's probably even a bit more aggressive. You might say, look, I just feel like today your energy is different. It's, I know you to be like a super positive, vibey kind of person, and today you're coming at this with a little bit different. So what's going on? That's what a good Rippler does. You show up in the moment as the authentic version of yourself, and you welcome the other people to do the same. Come on, come into the waters. No, it's warm. It's not too deep. No sharks. It's all fine. And that could potentially be all it takes to change it. What I have actually found is that people that actually don't show up as their authentic selves are too much in their minds, too much in their own brains, too much thinking about the situation that is about to occur and what they can't control with it. Therefore, they feel like they have to change or adjust or do some things weirdly. We know it's weird, right? We don't want to tell them they're weird because that would be rude, but we know it's rude. No, we know it's weird and maybe rude. Come on, don't change for me. And I think you have to invite that person into the space. So one of the best ways to show up as your authentic version of you, the great rippler that you are, is to hold space for people to be themselves. And when you see that they are not doing that, put up a hand and say, wait a sec, what's going on? And let's talk. I feel like you've changed since the last time we interacted. I feel like there's something different about you. You don't have to do any kind of character assassination. You don't have to accuse them of anything. You just have to invite them into conversation and say, look, this is a safe space. Feel free to share whatever is going on. But I want the best version of you to be in this conversation. Well, that, my friend, is the ticket to the show, the authentic show that you both want to have in conversation. Some people may love it, and some people may be like, who you think you are? Who? What? I'm being exactly who I'm supposed to be. I don't even know where that voice came from, but it's clearly not the version of me that I'm supposed to be. My point being is, all you can do is all you can do. And I wouldn't stress over it, wouldn't worry about it. If you feel like there's all of a sudden a personality shift, you have to make up that decision as to whether you want to spend time with that person. If you want to continue to work with them, if that's a possibility or not, if that's somebody that you just decide, hey, maybe this is a new phase for them and maybe it's time for me to move on. I don't know what the right answer is for you because I don't know the particular situation, but I do know that when you recognize in the real world, someone is showing up not being the authentic version themselves, you got to call them on that shit. No, you need to invite them into conversation and quietly open up the conversation with an opportunity to say, what's going on? What has changed that you feel like you have to act a certain way now? Because you don't. With me, it's just us. Let's just make it work. Watch how different that changes personalities. I've tried it. I've used it. It has worked. It has also flamed out in epic failure. But that's okay because that inauthentic person probably didn't give a crap about me in the first place, and therefore them not being a part of my life or my business or whatever is really no skin off my nose. That's more on them than it is on me. All you can do is show up, be the authentic version of yourself, and invite other people to do the same. And sometimes maybe with a little guidance, a little nudge, hey, come on. Let's go this way. You're fine. I want you. I don't want that other person that you are trying to be. That's weird. It's crazy. Crazy. Stop. Just stop. All right. Hope that helps. And as always, ripple on. The authentic version of me. I was going to do a multi-camera angle and I forgot to turn it on. It's okay because I really like my side view. Just not an attractive look. I'm not a good looking profile guy in the first place. Straight on, but on the side, holy crap. I think I break cameras, just saying.